There are many different habits and behaviors and things that I've done that have led to me living my dream life, and I'm continually building up that life. But I want to give you three of the more stranger habits that really helped me to develop a life that I have now. And I can almost guarantee that if you start implementing these as well, it's going to help you to start forming more of your dream life, how you want your reality to look. So that's what we're going over in this video. So the first little habit and exercise, and I used to do this every single day and I still do it on occasion now, is called the Remember the Future exercise. And from the perspective of it being in the moment, so right now, as if you are in it right now, you are going to speak out loud what you want your reality to be at this very moment as if it is happening. Now, one way I would do this, and I was taught to do this, is very powerful, is to pretend that you are actually existing within a date that is beyond this point, but it's right now. So let's say right now, as of recording this, it's October 4th, right? So let's say I want to do this for 2 months. I would say it is currently the beginning of 2022. It's January 3rd, 2022. Let's say that. And then I would start speaking into existence what my life looks like in that time. So for example, I used to do this before I had moved to Thailand. And so I would go months out into the future, pretend and envision that it's actually right now, and speak as though I was existing and living my life in Thailand. I would go over how beautiful it is and how it's sunny all the time and how, I'm by the beach and doing all of these different things. And I would connect and get into flow while I would do this. And I would actually in the moment believe that that is my actual reality. And what I found as I continued to do this exercise every single day, certain things in my physical reality would start to change to the point where I would start having these things attracted to me that made going to Thailand more possible, right? Whether it was certain income coming in that I hadn't had before, or whether it was certain information about Thailand. Like I remember when I was doing this exercise, I used to have all of these things about Thailand come up for me, different videos that people made, how to get there. I even had someone contact me who I had no connection with prior to this happening, who recommended places in Thailand and kind of gave me, and it actually was one of the places I ended up going to, and kind of gave me a guide on Thailand. This is a phenomenal exercise to really start, in a way, it's like visualizing but out loud and speaking the reality you want to be living into existence. But it is very important, again, you're not speaking it as though it's happening in the future. Remember, the quantum world acts on now. It's not about what the future is or what the past is. You speak about it as if it is the case right now. Now, the second habit I developed goes hand in hand with the first one, because this was taking leaps of faith. What I have found is you can speak things into existence. You can talk about the future as if it is now and do certain exercises, meditations and visualizations, having your definite chief aim. And what's going to happen is the universe is going to bring you more opportunities to take action in correspondence to those things. So for example, you might do the Remember the Future exercise and notice that certain opportunities to meet people that can help you out, or different revenue streams or whatever else it is will start coming in. You then have to take the leap of faith and follow through on that thing. That is your job in the co-creative process. The universe brings you the opportunity, but you then need to take that opportunity. Now, the leap of faith requires that it's something that's within your heart. So this is not always a logical action step, although you can throw those in there as well. But a lot of times when it came to a supposedly big life decision, it was a leap from my heart where I didn't know exactly how it was going to go, but I intuitively knew that was the right move. And this included moving to Thailand. It included bringing someone with me. It included even forming this channel, HeartSpace, and many of the other things that I've done. And these decisions have led to me living the life that I am currently living now. And as I continue to make these decisions, I know it is just forming a more and more beautified version of my reality each time I make one of these decisions. And I've gotten in the habit of taking these leaps of faith. Even if my mind could justify why I shouldn't do it, I always listen to my heart in this scenario, and it is every single time always led to phenomenal results I couldn't foresee before taking that leap. Now, number one is going to be something that I think a lot of people are going to fight me on, but this has legitimately led to so much more fulfillment for me, and it has led to actually more results, and it is relaxing and resting way more than I used to. I would actually say I put in less work in the traditional sense than I ever have. Yeah, I am earning more money than I've ever have in my life. I am more fulfilled, more just happy, getting more results in every single area of my life, despite resting and relaxing and tuning into the inner world more than the outer world. So for example, I'm doing more things like meditation more often than hustling and grinding. I'm doing more things like breath work or just relaxing if I want to take a nap, for example, or I want to get more sleep and get up a little bit later. I will actually be doing that a lot more these days than I did in the past, and yet everything in the physical world that's supposed to come with only working hard and grinding and hustling is actually been increased the more I have allowed the ebb and the flow. You know, a lot of people think it's hustle, 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 get results, but there's an ebb and a flow to life. There is a time for work and a time for rest. And I've gotten much better at getting in the habit of knowing when to rest. Now, I don't want that to come across as, oh, lazy or lethargy. No, there are points when you know you're drawn to doing something and you should, and there's some sort of other resistance involved. But now I listen to my body when it's telling me to rest, or my heart when it's telling me to rest, and go inwardly. And I've said on this channel a lot that the outer world follows the inner. And so when you're taking care of your inner world, you're relaxing, you're resting, you're being in the moment more, things in the outer world start to shift. So those are 3 of the habits, the more strange habits, or maybe even counterintuitive habits that have led and helped me form my dream life. If you start implementing these things, I can almost guarantee you're going to start forming more of the life that you want to form. There's of course more to this, but one thing I want you to know about is if you are really trying to learn how to tune into your heart and take leaps of faith, you should definitely watch this video next, as it's not only going to tell you how your heart talks to you, how to tune into that, but also what to do when it does.